Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Friday, May 1st, 2020 or 2020. And as you can see, it's a brand new month, May 1st. May is a time where we have lots of new flowers and the leaves start to get green on the trees. So it's an exciting time, starts to get warmer, and we're getting ready for the end of the school year. So I just wanted to give you a sneak peek at our last set of sight words. We have one more set for May, and that's it. And you will get them on Monday in paper form, so you can cut them out and use them, but I wanted to go over them with you today just because it is the beginning of the month. They are number words. Last month was color words. This month is number words. So I'm just gonna go over them real quick just to give you a little peek. This word starts with Z. What number word do you think that is? 0. And I'm going to kind of go in order. So after 0 comes 1. After 1 comes 2. What's after 2? 3. What's after 3? 4. And after 4 is 5. After 5 comes 6. After 6 comes 7. After 7 is 8. Now that's a hard one, okay? Because it sounds like it begins with an A when it really begins with an E-I. That's a tricky one. So 8. Then comes 9. And our last sight word is 10. So you will have 11 sight words this month. They are the number words 0 through 10. And I'm just going to show you real quick. I also wrote them up on the board with the numbers so you can kind of get an idea of what they look like. So we've got 0 with the number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that tricky one, 9, and 10. So I will be giving you some work to do with those number words this month and another chalk activity outside for when we have a good day, because today's weather is kind of rainy right now, but I will show you that next week. But I wanted to give you a little peek at our last set of sight words. I can't believe it, our last set, which is very exciting and a little sad. Okay, now, because it's Friday, I thought I would do a fun Friday story. We all know the story about Goldilocks and the 3 bears, right? She goes into the bear's house and she tries out their chairs and their porridge and their beds. This one is called Goldilocks and the 3 dinosaurs. And it's a tale that's retold by Mo Willems. Goldilocks and the 3 dinosaurs. Now, do you think this is a true story? Nope. It is fiction. It's a made-up story. It's a fairy tale, okay? Something that really couldn't happen in real life, but it's exciting to read. There's our title page, Goldilocks and the 3 dinosaurs. There it is again. Once upon a time, that's how fairy tales usually start out. Once upon a time, there were 3 dinosaurs. Papa Dinosaur, Mama Dinosaur, and some other dinosaur who happened to be visiting from Norway. Isn't that silly? It's not a baby dinosaur. It's a visiting dinosaur. It says, home sweet dinosaur home. One day, for no particular reason, the 3 dinosaurs made up their beds, positioned their chairs just so, and cooked 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding at varying temperatures. Look at, he's got his tongue out. He's all excited about it. They're getting the beds clean. They're getting their pudding ready. Then the other dinosaur made a loud noise that sounded like a big, evil laugh, but was probably just a polite Norwegian expression. Har, har, Husky, husky. The three dinosaurs went someplace else and were definitely not hiding in the woods waiting for an unsuspecting kid to come by. So they know the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So they're trying to get this little girl to come into their house. Okay, so they made up the pudding, they got their beds all ready. Why do you think they want her to come into the house? What are they going to do with her? Let's see. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, a poorly supervised little girl named Goldilocks came traipsing along. Down here they changed the sign. It says 2 miles to a very nice home. Getting closer. Just then, the forest boomed with what could have been a dinosaur yelling, "Gotcha!" But I'm pretty sure it was just the wind. The loud noise was immediately followed by another loud noise that sounded kind of like, "Be patient, Papa Dinosaur. The trap is not yet sprung." But it could have been a falling rock or a squirrel. So they're hiding in the trees, waiting for Goldilocks to find her way in. Either way, Goldilocks was not the type of little girl who listened to anyone or anything. For example, Goldilocks never listened to warnings about the dangers of barging into strange, enormous houses. So as soon as Goldilocks came across a strange, enormous means big, house, she barged right in. It says, "Welcome, tee-hee, hee-hee-hee." Inside, Goldilocks immediately smelled the 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding. Said Goldilocks. "That chocolate pudding smells delicious. If only I could get all the way up to the top of that counter." Then Goldilocks noticed a very tall ladder that just happened to be there and certainly wasn't left on purpose. Wink, wink. Goldilocks climbed up the ladder and found herself face to face with 3 gigantic bowls of chocolate pudding. The first bowl of chocolate pudding was too hot, but Goldilocks ate it all anyway because, hey, it's chocolate pudding, right? The second bowl of chocolate pudding was too cold, but who cares about temperature when you've got a big bowl of chocolate pudding? Not her. PD for Papa Dinosaur, MD for Mama Dinosaur. The third bowl of chocolate pudding was just right, but Goldilocks was on such a roll by now, she hardly noticed. There she is in there. Dinosaur of Norway. You think she's got a tummy ache? That's a lot of pudding. Soon Goldilocks was stuffed like one of those delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons, which, by the way, are totally not the favorite things in the whole world for hungry dinosaurs. So their trap was to get her to come in and eat all of that chocolate pudding because they wanted to eat her. Uh-oh. Tired and groggy, Goldilocks noticed 3 chairs in the living room, so she climbed down the ladder and walked out of the kitchen. The first chair was too tall. The second chair was too tall. But the third chair was too tall. Goldilocks wasn't going to climb that high just to sit in some chair, so she hiked over to the bedroom. When she got there, Goldilocks noticed that the beds were also gigantically big. "What is going on around here?" groaned the exhausted girl. "The bears that live here must be nuts." She thinks bears live there. Why do you think the things are so big? Big chairs, big beds. Probably because they're big dinosaurs, right? She thinks they're bears. Just then, the room filled with a loud, booming noise that was either a passing truck or a dinosaur saying, "A few more minutes and she'll be asleep. Delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons are yummier when they're rested." Even a little girl who never listens to anyone or anything had to hear that. Goldilocks took a minute to stop and think, which was longer than she was used to stopping and thinking. "Hey," she told herself, "this isn't some bear's house. This is some dinosaur's house. Say what you like about Goldilocks, but she was no fool. As quickly as she could, she ran to the back door and got out of there. The sign says, "Home Sweet Dinosaur Home." This one says, "Wipe your talons." Those are claws. Just then, a loud plane flew by, which sounded pretty much like a trio, that means three, of dinosaurs yelling, "Now!" or "Charge!" or the Norwegian expression for "chewy bonbon time." Suddenly and completely coincidentally, the three dinosaurs rushed through the front door. But they were too late. Goldilocks was gone, and all that was left in the house were the three disappointed dinosaurs. The end. And the moral of the story, that means the lesson, if you ever find yourself in the wrong story, leave. How cute. There she is going to the Three Bears house. Isn't that funny? That was a really silly story. And the lesson for the dinosaurs is lock the back door. Pretty silly, huh? Anyway, that was my fun story for Fun Friday. I hope you have a great weekend, and I can't wait to see you again. I missed you all, and I will be back next week. Bye, everyone.